Life on the bench continues. The search for James Miller continues. Little update. Need to try and find a way of advertising on the buses. Find a way of advertising on local websites. Also, try and produce on the poster a QR code. So I'm going to go home now and develop a QR code. So when you are watching Life on the Bench, you can log on to the missing James Miller site via the QR code. So yeah, I noticed there is none down. What's the name now? Wilson Patton Street, on the way to the bridge. What's the name? Banky Station. So if anybody's out there who's watching, we need one down there or a few down there, and check if Central Station's got one. Banky Station, Central Station, the local buses, and also local neighbours to put them in the cars. So need the whole area covered. So it's good to hear that my friend John spotted one in Earlstown. So Earlstown notice board, their train station has got one. So all being well, it won't get pulled down. So the other idea is to actually double check all the areas that you put a poster on to make sure they stay on. Anyway, swiftly moving on. So that's my little I wouldn't say rant, but a little update of the situation on the search for Mr. James Miller. So I know there's somebody out there who knows where he is. Please get in contact. Also, before I continue, local churches. I noticed somebody has put one up on at Westy, their community centre there. They've got one. So when people are on the park, they walk past it. They can't miss it. Sticks out like a sore thumb. Big enough to see. So I'm going to continue now with the operation. So local paper, well, wouldn't say local, Manchester paper. So people of you, I know people read this paper. It's free and it's on the buses. So here's a little picture of a guy who's actually going to be considered to be the next James Bond. So I don't know who he is. Never heard of him. I don't know what he's famous for. So anyway, the conspiracy continues about COVID and COVID cops. A young couple got arrested for sitting on a park bench. So somebody has spotted them doing some unlawful exercise. Stupid. The world's gone bonkers. So there is, I don't think there's any football scores on the back page. So we'll have a little whiz through there. So if you do spot it, turn away now. I don't think there is any football scores because I think football has been abandoned until further notice. So the little scroll up there. Something about Jose Mourinho, the special one. So I believe the lights went out as I got to the bench. So I've been going now for 5 minutes. So take away 5 minutes. So I believe now the lights are going out just before or just after 8 o'clock, which is good. It's getting lighter. Lighter. Anyway, swiftly moving on. Back page and front page done. So we're on with the old, if it's your birthday, celebrating your birthday. So do the old happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you. This means happy birthday. And then there's a fill in the gap. So wish you happy birthday, if it's your birthday. So don't really shout people out when it's your birthday. People don't want to know it's my birthday. So there's not many people about this morning, which is quite unusual. Keep my gloves on, it's warm. Or not so cold. Morning fella. Yeah, so cheers. This is a latte with caramel. Apparently now we can actually override the system on the machine, and you can get yourself a caramel latte or a vanilla latte. You can choose, and it was good to see the actual liquid of the actual syrup coming out this morning. So somebody's actually took notice and refilled the machine. So cheers. Yeah, so local businesses and local websites, can you please put a little notification up that we are looking for James Miller? So I know the local papers have got an article. So I know some of them you have to charge, but it's local news, people. So my rant was that sadly one of the posters got pulled down, and I think it was only up for 2 or 3 days, and it got pulled down. I can't say where or when. So because I've noticed it, because I go past these areas on a regular basis, and I saw that the poster had been pulled down. So my concern is, it's one of the local shops, and I'm thinking, if it's one of the manager's kids who've actually gone missing, wouldn't it be up permanently and even laminated and then glued to the wall or stuck to the window? I know I've had problems in the past where I'm trying to remove something from a window. So blue tack does the job. Blue tack. A little bit of blue tack, and it'll actually stick to the glass. So I remember me putting a picture up, a little picture of a reminder to say, you know what I mean, keeping everybody safe in the local neighbourhood. So basically there was a picture of 2 houses and a rainbow over the top, and then keep your neighbourhood safe, I think it's called, or something like that. I can't remember what it was. So I printed it off and stuck blue tack. Only a little bit of blue tack. Does the job, and it actually physically sticks to the window. And then if you pull it off, wipe it down, boom, Bob's your uncle. Job done, no problem. Yeah, so life continues, and it's a bit odd because there's all these conspiracies, all these doubts, all these fears, and the way I'm thinking, are we going to be wearing gloves, some sort of protection over our hands for the rest of the year, keeping our face masks on, and then breathing in our own oxygen? So there are conspiracies out there, conspiracy theories, and people condemning you for not wearing a mask. So I am guilty of being condemned. So just to keep everybody happy, always make sure mask. Even get one of these proper masks that I've got with Velcro. Wrap it round your neck, leave it on. Leave it round your neck, so you've always got it. But always make sure you take it off and wash it. My best solution is soak it in soap. Soak it in soap. Or somebody's actually recommended that you put a blob of vinegar on, and then make sure you give it a good wash, and then put it back on your face. So vinegar, it's like putting vinegar is like putting bleach on your mask, because I've noticed over the years people have spilt vinegar on the floor, and it's just brought it up, brought all the crap up, and it's made a stain. And I thought, that's the original colour of the floor. So I'm thinking, hold on, put the old machine on around the shop floor and put vinegar in it. Don't put too much in, because I made a mistake once where I've accidentally put the bleach in. The fumes from that is unbelievable. So my mistake won't happen again. And then there's another one which is really good. 3.5. So if anybody knows what 3.5 is, you know what I'm talking about. Gets the job done. And there's also a wonderful one called Spitfire. Whoa. It's almost like a light bleach. And I'll tell you what, if you leave it to soak, it should be spot on. So there's also there's all sorts of stuff. Yeah. So best one for the old mask. Soak it in vinegar and give it a good wash, and then it'll just kill it. Don't drench it. Just like a little blob, and then you see what it does on the floor. But somebody actually spilt bleach on the floor. Made no difference to the floor. It's almost like oil. Just lies there. Doesn't do anything. Just makes a bit of a puke. So there you go. Some ideas, some tips, some ideas. So as you say, how's everybody getting on? So I'm glad to see the actual poster for James Miller is actually still on the bench, and nobody's pulled it off. So as I say, I'm supporting the actual what's his name? I'm supporting the group by promoting and telling you that there's a guy from Latchford, old Latchford, missing. So please be aware of the circumstances, and make sure it's in COVID rules, that it's part of a general hour of exercise. And if you actually go beyond the hour, make sure you've got a good reason for being out, because the police are clamping down. So you have to be careful. It's like me sat on this bench now. I mean, I'm just sat here minding my own business, talking to you guys in the internet land of social media, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. And, so please be aware that there is people still looking. Anything, you know what I mean? So also contact the local churches to pray. I mean, if you've got contacts with people who actually go to church, then let them know. Get them to put it on their website, put them on their group chat. You know what I mean? Just plastered it everywhere. Only took 12 disciples to let the people know about Jesus, and it was like a plague. So the whole world, because of 12 people, including what's his name, the one who portrayed Jesus, he was part of it. So don't, I mean, forgot his name. Answers on the comments at the side. Forgot his name. Mine's just gone blank. Blankety blank, blankety blank. The name's there at the back. It's not come forward yet. So over the road is a guy delivering food, which is quite unusual. So there's not many people out this morning, unfortunately. Don't know why. They're all scared of coming out. It's part of the law of your daily exercise. So get out, get some fresh air, and make sure you've got an alarm set for an hour. Can't touch you. It's not against the law to actually get out and get some fresh air, is it? So what's all this shit about what's neighbours? Grassing up neighbours? It's a joke shop. And then people are being threatened by the police, knocking on people's doors and going, hey, I've heard someone's just told us that blah 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 blah. I don't know how bad it is, but I think it's bad in Scotland. Absolutely crackers. So I don't know. Anyway, there's a friend coming up, and he's on his way round now. So I'm going to say goodbye, adios, senores, and keep your eyes open, keep your hands to yourself, wear a face mask, and always wear gloves, because you don't know how much stuff that other people have touched. And there's a lot of people who've actually got COVID, but there's no symptoms. So anyway, bless you guys. So I'll see you later, alligators, and stay safe.